And like Scientology is known for launching like smear campaigns against anybody who leaves.
It's the Scientologists, they found us.
The Scientologists are coming. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Mystery Monday. If you hadn't noticed, there was not a Mystery Monday last week, and that's mostly because the last one was doing so well that I didn't want to ruin it. No, I'm just kidding. I actually had some terrible research issues. So I had finished researching my initial topic, and then a bunch of stuff just happened with regard to it, and then I wasn't able to finish the research, so I just went ahead and skipped it. But now I'm here with Evelyn. We are going to join a cult and just kind of discuss Scientology for Mystery Monday this week. We're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 5, discussing the cults in Grand Theft Auto 5 and their threads, like where they started in Grand Theft Auto 4, and their real-world connections to Scientology. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Next week's Mystery Monday as well is my most cinematic episode of Mystery Monday, and I'm so excited about it. It's going to be great. So, stay tuned. Evelyn, introduce yourself.
Oh.
The floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Evie. I'm apparently the resident gamer in this group. I don't know what you call
Evelyn
call
is
what we have going
literally, she has a PhD in video gaming. She's so good at video games. She knows everything about video games. Evelyn is just your go-to video game guide.
Which is a great way to segue into my channel that I just got off the ground.
Yes.
YouTube / it's not one of those ones that has a clean URL, so I guess we could link to it or something.
It's linked in the description box down below for sure. What is your channel about?
It's called currently it's called Jedi Dalek. I'm trying to come up with a better name, but that's the one we're rolling with currently.
I'm trying to not make my brand copyrighted material.
Yeah, extremely copyrighted by two brands that are noted for being really bad about the. Yeah, I'm just doing currently doing game reviews. I want to start doing film reviews. Also, kind of just dealing with those and sort of dealing with games that you might not have heard of or at least haven't heard of in a certain context.
Mm-hmm.
And so I currently have one video up. I did not get... I'm attempting for a 2-a-month schedule. I didn't quite adhere to that because it turns out Spider-Man on PS4 is a really good game, you guys.
Just record a Let's Play of Spider-Man and then just call it a day.
So many people have done that.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the cults and what they are and how they work, and yeah.
So in Grand Theft Auto, in GTA 5, there are two cults. One of which, the primary one we'll be focusing on is the Epsilon program.
Mm-hmm.
And they are a group that has been in the series as early as GTA San Andreas.
Mm-hmm.
And in that game, they didn't have a lot of physical presence. There were a lot of kind of Easter eggs that referenced them, but they got sort of notorious in kind of online conspiracy circles that were sort of looking at them and trying to tie locations to them. And there was actually an Epsilon program website around the time San Andreas came out that had these tenets of their religion on it, and people were trying to kind of decode those and see if you could join the cult in the game. And to the best of anyone's knowledge, you can't actually join the cult in San Andreas, but in GTA 5, Rockstar kind of was self-aware of kind of the attention that people were giving those aspects of their game, and sort of kind of beefed that up in this game.
Yeah. So there's a lot of threads in San Andreas. There's a specific wooded area in which county? Which county is it?
Blaine County, I
Because
believe.
it's the same county that you could supposedly find Pigman at. And there was like some talk on forums online that apparently like there is a cult that human sacrifices there. However, there's no real evidence for that. It's just kind of like a thing people kind of say.
And for information on those GTA San Andreas cults and conspiracies, you might want to check out our last episode of Mystery Monday.
Yes, it was called. I gave it some kind of clickbaity title.
Yeah.
So Franklin can't actually join the cult.
Yeah, and nor can Trevor. Like, they both have kind of, sort of, I want to say there's some kind of cheeky reasoning as to like why they're not cult epsilon material, and this kind of delves into some sort of themes and Rockstar's characteristic kind of social satire of Michael being kind of the target demographic for this cult who operates out of this analog to LA and targets sort of rich, like older people with lots of disposable income who are kind of in the middle of their midlife crisis and kind of like playing through the campaign with Michael, you start to kind of see that in his character, that he would be the sort of kind of burned out person with a lot of income that they would sort of thrive on.
Yeah, and just a note on that, with the real life connection to Scientology, like the Scientology targets celebrities, and they target really wealthy people, and even if they don't target really wealthy people, there's a lot of wealth that goes into it. And so there's this thing in Scientology where it's kind of like levels of enlightenment, so to speak, and in how you get to that enlightenment is it's kind of functions like a college where you pay for classes, and in exchange for classes you get like points or whatever, or you get spiritual enlightenment through that. And there are certain the next level of knowledge is blocked off, and like you can't access it unless you pay money, and like classes cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's wild. It's not like a church where like you could walk into a church and you basically know kind of like what their ideals are, what they're about, all this stuff. But with Scientology, you don't know anything about it because you get new knowledge at every single level.
Yeah, they kind of like, I think the excuse or reasoning they give is something along the lines of like like you have to be so ascended to handle this level or whatever, but
Yeah, that's true. And then, like, also they would, like, phrase things in terms of, like, how can something be true? Because Michelle Visage, she's a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. She talks about, like, because she took some Scientology classes, and she took, I believe how it worked is that she took one, and then she took another one, and then she found out that they were homophobic. And she was like, and then they would say things like, oh, why, how can it be true that homophobic people, or that homosexuals are more aggressive? How can that be true? Like, what's a situation where that can be true? And then that's how they push their agenda, and it's wild. Which I think is really funny when it comes to the Epsilon Project, because, like, don't they say something along the lines of, like...
yeah, we can...
Let's go delve into the website real quick.
Yeah, it was one of the... Aside from checking out their sort of church here in downtown Los Santos, one of the sort of main way you interact with this cult is by finding them on the internet. So,
I love this. Do you want to be happy and free from thought, or continue dying in ignorance without knowing your true eternal self? You are controlled by lots of powerful forces you do not understand. So, Scientology was started by a man named L. Ron Hubbard, a crazy person, actually. Sorry if I offended you and you're a Scientologist, but not sorry. He is a pulp novel writer who wrote a book called Dianetics, and it states that there were lizard people that came up from this volcano or something.
I don't even have a handle on it.
It's wild. I don't know. Yeah, I've done a lot of Scientology research, and I don't even really know what happened. These other people come out, and then the world is secretly run by them. I don't know. It's very ridiculous and crazy, and also L. Ron Hubbard is just like, he beat his wife all the time, and he was terrible. And he also started the religion for money. This is just like literally me dragging L. Ron Hubbard. I'm like, I don't have an agenda.
Go on, you know?
Yeah, literally. I'm just like, phew. Okay.
A lot of this.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Let's go back to the website.
So yeah, this is the beliefs and practices section of the site.
Cool.
Beliefs, life, answers, payment plans, all are part of the wonders of the Epsilon program that will be revealed to you in due course. Did you think we were going to take you on a journey to your soul for free? All the best journeys eventually come with a toll road. You can pay or you can be lost in the wilderness. It is your choice. Many awful lies have been spread by whistleblowers, bitter ex-Epsilonists, hidden camera documentaries, and so-called investigative journalists in recent years. So we'd like to clear up some common misconceptions.
Really quick note on the bitter ex-Epsilon people. Now, I'd just like to also bring up something Scientology does. So, now the perfect example of this is Leah Remini, because this is an example in my own life. So, Leah Remini is a former Scientologist. She's trying to get the church... She's trying to remove their tax-free privileges right now, and she's been like releasing a lot of documentaries and a lot of content related to anti-Scientology. And literally, like, they bought a bunch of ads that played before YouTube videos. Like, I saw one of them, and it's just like, it's like her dad sitting in a room, like, being interviewed about how terrible of a daughter she was. Scientology is kind of just known for launching, like, smear campaigns against people who leave the church. So, like, in particular, there are men who leave the church, like, all of a sudden once they've left, their wife beaters, and they're, like, crazy, and they've, like, alienated their kids. Because when somebody leaves Scientology, they're... I feel like Rebecca should just have me like ranting about Scientology and then put up that SpongeBob like 3 hours later. Family, like friends and family who are also in Scientology have to leave it as well. They're not allowed, like, or they have to just excommunicate the family member that left. So it's just this is really like something that Grand Theft Auto 5 does a really good job at making commentary on, you know? But
I was going to say, I don't even remember the name of it, but there was a documentary that covered a lot of that. Like, there was a girl, like, I think she left Scientology, and, like, her mother, like, wouldn't talk to her, and, like, her whole family, like... I feel like we should get, like... too bad we can't have that, like...
Let's go ahead and go through more of the website.
Right,
now that I've dragged Scientology for 3 hours.
So, this is the beliefs section, and I guess that kind of works because you giving the real-life context allows people to kind of appreciate how they're parodying.
Thank you so much.
So the Epsilon program is a major world religion with members in 152 countries. It employs science and means of clear thinking that empowers its followers to become living manifestations of the divine, through an understanding of the metaphors central to it and human history, biology, and psychology. Epsilonists are free from illness, insecurity, or any other form of weakness. Many live to be 300 years old or more.
And, like, I really like how, like, initially it's, like, not crazy. Like, initially it's, like, pretty vague stuff, but then all of a sudden it just goes straight to crazy town.
When can drugs or medicine be used? Drugs should only be used for mind expansion and never for medical purposes. Epsilonists prefer the term vitamins. Medical procedures for the betterment of the external self, like cosmetic surgery, are acceptable and encouraged. Most other medicine is a fraud. The fact is that science is full of lies. For example, many people used to think the world was flat. How can you say sperm does not exist? Sperm is a lie designed to trick you into believing the great evolutionary myth. When a man spills his seed, his body is expunging ancient alien parasites. The fact is you've never actually seen a sperm. How do you explain all the fossils and other evidence proving that dinosaurs existed? Kraft placed many things in the world to confuse and challenge us and to weed out objectionable persons and unsavables. The fact is you've never seen a dinosaur aside from the movies. But you have seen a hot fire. Fancy spending eternity in one of those? How can the world still be 157 years old? Its age does not change. Time is irrelevant to the eternal truth. The fourth paradigm is quadrillions of years old. This is the ninth paradigm, and Earth is its centerpiece. The fact is you weren't alive 157 years ago, so you do not know for sure. Epsilonianism provides a more complete understanding than so-called geology. Why are you so secretive about Kraft?
Yeah.
It is a truth so simple yet powerful, it cannot be revealed until you have the technology to understand it, and until the technology has processed your bank account. Learning the wonder of Kraft's teachings and plan for us too soon, without sufficient spiritual and financial investment, can cause great harm to the science of the mind. The fact is Kraft loves those who love themselves by committing to a life of Epsilonism. Is Epsilon a religion? For tax purposes, yes. And yeah, these are just the tenets, and I think these are the same tenets that were on the website back in the day. So, yeah, kind of stuff we touched on before. The world is 157 years old. Fact. Dinosaurs are a lie that people believe because they are weak.
Fact.
You are happy, you just don't know it. We all come from the same tree. Everyone is related to everyone else except people with red hair. Sperm does not exist. This is a lie spread by biology teachers along with everything else you have ever been told. Men are supposed to lie with 9 new partners a week. Women are supposed to lie with 6, except in July when they must lie with 5 men a day. Aliens exist and are present on Earth. If you have a birthmark, you may be descended from Kraft, the famous emperor of the 4th paradigm. Trees talk, but only some people hear them.
I like the order that these are in.
People who believe in something live much longer than atheists, and they have eternal life thrown in for good measure. If you believe this and turn your hands and wallet over to Epsilonism, you'll live a happy life. Otherwise, you are doomed.
Fact.
12. Kiflam. Happiness is yours.
Kiflam. I think we're ready to join it.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to join,
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm sold on these guys.
I'm totally sold. Oh my god, we got highly undesirable again.
Your graph reveals you are extremely unfulfilled, depressed, unsuccessful, and lacking in purpose, and sometimes feel like stabbing your own eyes or the eyes of others out. Please realize this is not our opinion of you, it's your opinion of you run through a very complicated analysis machine that we sell for a profit at the Epsilon gift shop. The important question is, do you appreciate the limitations of your misunderstandings? It is vital that you disconnect from your inadequacies. You must take action. Travel through the dawn to the past pictured in our brochures. Look for a red truck with a dent on the right fender. Raise your left hand and recite the words, "Take me to my father, father, brother, uncle, Kiflam." We'll do the rest, because we all know there is Kiflam and there is Krant, and both be praised. And so that last little bit is actually, that was also on the San Andreas site, and the Pass of Dawn and the red truck were both the center of like a lot of different conspiracies and sites and ideas back in those games. So
oh yeah, that's
keeping
super
track of
interesting.
continuity.
Yeah, especially when you go, because like in that same area we were talking about a little earlier, there's like beat up cars that just spawn there. So that's probably one like actual reason you could cite as to why you think human sacrifices happen there, or like, you know, that's one reason you could cite for cult activity. I still don't know how people like linked it to human sacrifice, because that's a lot. But the altruists are the only cult. We're going to visit their. They're a little bit more like, what was that? Kingdom of like, what is it called? Heaven's Gate, yeah.
Like, based on what we know about them, they're very like, like the theory is that the altruists are actually just eating people rather than sacrificing them.
Oh. Well,
I mean, they're not insane. They're just eating people. They're not,
they're very pragmatic with the people they kidnap. So let's go join this cult. Let's go join this bitch.
Yeah, now that we've done the that little quiz, we have a little blue question mark that has popped up on our map.
I'm so excited.
This song, Brad Sucks and You and Gravy, also.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
I just broke the game. Also, maybe.
The last time we were playing this woman got kidnapped by these people in this van, and we couldn't save her, and now we're... Oh my god, you have to get up. Get up, Michael.
Oh no.
Michael, get your...
I kind of lost my car.
Oh my god, no!
Kiflam honors those who force their own path. Oh, this is the military...
Yeah.
Oh, that was a poor decision. I just drove into a military base. I have 4 stars. This is,
oh my god!
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Much later.
Me trying to drive to the next mission. The entirety of the San Andreas military.
Much later.
Nothing we said.
But it's like right here, right?
What,
is it like right over here though?
Well,
like right?
It's a little over. Like.
Isn't it? Is it? Where is it?
It's over there.
1 hour later.
Are you having a good time editing, Rebecca? You're my queen. So Evelyn and I are back. You know, we've gone through hell and back to join this cult, and it is just... I feel like that Shane Dawson video called "I'm Done," where he's like,
I feel like I'm making this way harder than it should be.
Honestly, I don't think you are. So to pretty much give you a summary, because the camera died while this all happened, and Rebecca, if you could like just cut between with the gameplay footage. So we were driving to join Kiflam, you know, to just really clean our bank account and enlighten our minds. And we rolled up to the woods where you're supposed to go join. And these men on these bikes came up to us, and then they were being racist towards us because we had this luchadores mask on, and they were acting like we were illegal immigrants, and then they shot us.
Most of my new fans don't know. Hey, you! Speaking English? Passaporto, asshole! Sir, you need to pull over right now! This bastard's on the wrong side of the Atlantic!
And now we're here.
Yeah, I'm buying some body armor.
Yeah, so
that,
you know...
Which is what I should have done, like, about 4 or 5 deaths ago, but...
You know, the real mystery is, why can't Evelyn and I figure out how to join the skull? What did you just do?
I killed a deer with this truck. I thought that was fairly obvious.
Just mutilated a deer. Where are we at?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
We're almost to Grandma's.
A wolf will have eaten her by the time we get back.
Oh, hey, it's the red truck with the
Oh my god.
fender.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Take me to my father, brother, uncle, Kiflom.
He looks as confused as I am.
Yo, peace, brother.
Do you think they just wait there all day?
Oh, really? Oh!
If you feel you've understood nothing, then you know everything. Come to Vinewood for the real truth. But first it'll be $500, please. Kiflom be praised.
Love that. What do we do next?
I think I need to pay him $500
Oh.
for punching me and leaving me in the desert.
You know, sometimes your new friends are very standoffish. Okay, friends. So, that's it for this Mystery Monday. Evelyn and I's cult journey has just started. We
Faced a lot of obstacles
we
that
faced
really
a-
shouldn't have been there. For
But
trials.
honestly, we came around, and you know, we're gonna come back and we're gonna update you on the cultness. We'll probably do a part 2 in the next couple weeks. We'll do a part 2 on Evelyn's channel of our journey through the cult.
Hopefully it'll be a lot more efficient.
I don't want to just like put this on you, but do you actually want to do that?
Yeah, I'd be-
Sick. Okay, so you can look out for part 2 in the next few weeks on Evelyn's channel and follow the rest of our journey to becoming more enlightened and spending all of the money Evelyn got beating the game.
You're spending on me money!
I just want to add that clip of Shade where Andrew's like, what should we call this video? And then Shane just goes,
I suck.
okay guys, I will see you later this week with another fall video. Bye! And also, next week's Mystery Monday is going to be so exciting and cinematic, so don't miss it. I'll put in a secret hint here.
What's it gonna be about?
Honestly, I have no idea. Okay, bye!